Assalamualaikum. Nama saya Nur kami yang Afifah binti Amin UK. Kota Tatu Telefon Pak F1 Kota 21. Okey. Saya akan petakan. Okey. Aku menyukai I foto aku tahu I am 100,000. You want to make family tapi termakan. Ini tipe off itu me offer tapi termakan. Ada 5 kan. 21 activity là betul of DPF no pa to the work of tackling. If for two type artificial, I capital child if the talent pine is examine. Pui talent of no pandem, little on putter maladium to my bad pelona on the national. 2. Tem security. Tem illuminate I point. I to come out different to line to no panium. I turn no friend man. Exchange for fine intellect fragment. Tell them if fragment are generally clothing and affect up the tune. Except them no family is yours. JNN on laboratory boy. Okay. Teacher. Learn a tiny family to lay it. Lay out the field to effect e property for freedom we on the physical property. Effect to an economy to the top from the capital application. Except them. Akin lay amana laya lay kepan po exactly that the full ETF is the pay output that on actualization of talent plot on normative. If it talk out the time again left ordinary tackle at forfeiture. The 51 tackle will lower none. Exactly. Man ETF tàu nó nên economy market manager teacher and kalima fan tuku economy part tuku I economy no pia ifeme economy factor I profitable is that of Italian I profitum tagi economy I popular amount if the food for tanya big play. Okay, si nolotio prima te effetti al saturato di pu I ha nominato of the instrument I effetto tati effetti feeling I management for the two for example al eparar pro ipu I attuation tu al empty pro ipu I pro ottuco ti al em tua pro ipu I le from al em ta pro ipu I STM ti different profile paranet lim al tu vire al ya fu cross tan financia now okay tu tan tu after feeling of talent market my market I market okay the market dog market I opera piman book the market not the of the my market after I market okay in my market this exterior of partner with total legal aggressive capitalization to the market target to energy no pan win non popular technology and innovation sector the man tom note for la category okay one active note the WESP two tom to not find the tom China for tom doctor okay the pepina and other one first to put up to AGM non polarizability. Oke, kita tengok. Oke, ATM no peratipan adalah sebuah tarikat yang berpakai di Malaysia terlibat dalam aktiviti pembinaan dan pekerjaan pelaporan. Aktiviti utama tarikat termasuk pembinaan pembangunan tanah, pergerakan, peratasan, operasi pelaporan, operasi laporan dan pekerjaan pelaporan. Tarikat ini beroperasi melalui beberapa segmen. Pembinaan melibatkan proses pembinaan pembangunan tanah kepada bangunan kediaman komunitas itu. Tiga, pergerakan dan peratasan mengartikan produk kita menyetalikan perobosan. Empat, infrastruktur dan menata membina dan menyetali pelaporan. Lima, infrastruktur pelaporan menyetali operasi pelaporan. Enam, pelaporan melibatkan aktiviti pelaporan berkaitan. Oke, ini mana ya? ATM no peratipan dipimpin oleh kita tumpuk kentas kepada peteruki bukan eksekutif bukan bebas. Tak equivalent sebagai ketua pegawai eksekutif kumpulan. Tak tidak mengurukan kewajiban tarikat. Kementerian Dewan Taiwan Yutan tak DPF30033 menyetujui operasi laporan. Tak pembinaan aktiviti warna nak daraja pula bertanggung jawab atas operasi tarikat di Asia. Pemimpinannya mendudukan sektor seperti produk itu tanah. Oke, ini mana tangkren orten. ATM no peratipan mempunyai beberapa pekerjaan utama yang penting. Antaranya employment provider Freeport EPM yang memegang 1680 perusahaan. Kumpulan wan pertaraan kena dimiliki 14 perusahaan. Setelah itu, ketapan usaha pemegang lain seperti Kitinom, nominal amanah raya tutor dan beberapa tanah pelaporan yang memegang kebahagiaan perusahaan tarikat. Oke, ini finansial iklim. Oke, udah tahun 2025. ATM no peratipan mendatakan mendapatkan operasi sepanjang AM 6254. Keutusan terperlukan adalah untuk satu juta, manakala keutusan penting yang boleh diakses kepada pemilik tarikat adalah 43 juta. Jumlah akses tarikat adalah 276 juta. Tamat dan pekerjaan sepanjang 10,26 juta. Pendapatan kerja saat untuk 2025 adalah 11,50%. Saat seperti kerja saat ialah RM233. Pekerjaan pada tarikat mendapat 7,361 juta. Tak nipah yang adalah 3,258%. Oke, terakhir. Peraturan untuk ATM peratipan menunjukkan bahwa ATM masuk ketam kepada 2630 yang mengambil kenyataan tokohnya tak boleh menunjukkan perubahan pembelian yang baik. Ada takaran adalah 350 yang merupakan tak listang di mana ATM mungkin berkepan kenyataan tuanan tak merupakan sisi yang baik untuk mengambil keutuhan. Ada tokohnya adalah A225 yang menunjukkan kawasan kukun di mana pembeli mungkin membantu menampilkan ATM. Juga diketam kepada RM2 untuk mendoakan kerugian sekiranya akan terjatuh di bawah taat tokohnya. Oke, ini polingan bang. Litaknya 285, ada tokohnya 2542, ada mantul 2560. Atau mulai membeli tak apa dia 2560 kepada ada mantul. Jika ada mereka kepada 2825, itu adalah ada katalan atas. Atau perlu menjual untuk mengambil keutuhan. Walau bagaimanapun, jika ada jatuh kepada 2542, atau perlu tupron untuk menuju motor atau tak mengelakkan kerugian lebih lanjut. Saat ini, kini dilaksanakan aplikasi polinan yang mungkin menunjukkan bahwa ada tugas tertuan berlebihan dan mungkin akan menaik semula jika minat beli meningkat.
Hi, my name is Lekana Kish. My entry number is 01DFI24F1009. Today I want to talk about financial sector, which is public bank Berhad. First is fundamental analysis. I want to talk about public bank Berhad is Malaysian-based company engaged in commercial bank and provisions of related financial services segment include hire purchase related operations, corporate lending, treasury and capital market operations, and investment banking, fund management, general insurance and head office, funding centers, and others. Hire purchase operations focus on the provisions of passenger vehicle finance to all levels of customer. Retailing operations focus on providing product and service to individual customer and small and medium enterprise, which are primarily public listed company and their related corporations. The treasury and capital market operation involve property trading in treasury related to product and service. The investment banking operation charter to the business needs of large corporate customer through the provision of financial solutions and direct lending. Subsector is banking service. They also provide website address. They also provide bonds and tax. So let's talk about current price. Current price is 4.210. Change is negative 0.010. And market cap is 81719.012. And volume is 99720. Next, I want to talk about management. First is Mr. Wang Lai is most independent non-executive chair of board, and Tan Sri Dato Alengse is chief security officer, managing director, and executive director. Dato Kim Chang is deputy chief executive officer. Ms. Song Lee Yik is chief financial officer. Aceh Samsul Azuz bin Ahmad Fauzi is chief executive officer of Public Islamic Bank Berhad. Mr. Tang Eng Cheng is chief security officer of Public Bank Vietnam. So Mr. Kam Pei Chen is chief security officer of Public Merchant Berhad. Mr. Yam Kia Chon is chief executive director of Public Banks. Ms. Hua Ong Lee is chief executive director and Public Finance Limited. Mr. Yo Hwan Lee is chief executive officer of Public Investment Bank Berhad. Next, Mr. Lin Keng Lo is chief executive officer of Public Bank, and Ms. Kim Ling Chi is non-independent non-executive director. Ms. Chen Guan Li is non-independent non-executive director. Dr. Muhammad Hanif bin Shir Muhammad, independent non-executive director, and Ms. Kia Des Leong is independent non-executive director. I want to talk about major shareholders. So this is top 30 security account holder based on record on depositor. So the total of number of share held is 111,18485.264, and the percent of issued shares is 57.28. Next, I want to talk about financial highlights. This is year end 31 December. So as we can see, the number is increasing from 2020 to 2024. The stay consistent is the share capital, which is 9.418. After that, I want to talk about net profit attributable to equity holders. So as we can see, from 2020 to 2024, it is increasing, and the lowest is 2020. Next is net return on equity. It's almost consistent, but the highest is 2024. Earnings per share is increasing, and dividends per share also increasing. Share price is almost consistent. There is not so differences. And market capitalization, the highest is 2020. So let's see public bank ranking by market capitalization on Bursa Malaysia Security Berhad. The year from 2020 to 2024, the ranking is consistent, that is second. So total asset. Total asset, as we can see from 2020 to 2024, it is increasing. And gross loan advance and financing, it is also increasing. 2024 is the highest. Customer deposit is increasing. And gross NPL loans ratio, it is decreasing. The highest is 2023. Loan loss coverage, the lowest is 2023. The highest is 2022. Total capital ratio is almost consistent, but the lowest is 2024. So let's talk about technical analysis. So first is the classic graph. The trading plan's entry price is 4.250. The target price is 4.400. The support price is 4.200. The cut loss is 4.100. So let's take a look at the explanations. The trading plan means you should buy the stock at 4.25. Your goal is to sell it when the price rises to 4.40, which is your target price to make profit. If the price drops but stay around 4.20, that is the support level. So it might still rebound and the trade will be safe. However, if the price falls to 4.10, you must cut loss and sell immediately to protect your capital. Next, I want to talk about Bollinger Bands, which is the graph to show that resistance is 4.411, support price is 4.143, and the entry price is 4.418. So let's look at the explanation. You plan to buy the stock at 4.43 as your entry price. If the price rises to 4.411, you will sell to take profit. But if the price drops at 4.418, you will also sell to protect your capital and avoid a bigger loss. I want to talk about customer sector, which is Mr. DIY Group Berhad. The about is Mr. Group DIY is Malaysia-based home improvement retail. The company store offer a selection of products across 5 major categories. First, namely hardware. Second, household. Third, furnishing, electrical, stationery, sport equipment, as well as others like toys, car accessories, jewelry, cosmetics, foods, and beverage. The company brands include Mr. DIY, Mr. DIY Express, Mr. DIY Plus, Mr. Toy, Mr. Dollar, Mr. DIY. Mr. DIY store provides a variety of everyday home improvement essentials. Mr. DIY Express is smaller store format. Mr. DIY Plus offer a combination of Mr. DIY, Mr. Dollar, and Mr. Toy, and also Mr. Toy offer a range of toys for children of all age. Mr. Dollar offers food and beverage and other household products at multiple price points. Its stores are managed directly, with the retailer working in collaboration with owner of shop brands and malls. It also externally 1,000 DPF30033 convenient location nationwide and an e-commerce platform which is www.mrdiy.com. The sector is consumer cyclists, subsector is specialty retail, and they also provide website and address. They also provide phones and fax number. So let's go to the current price. The current price is 1.650. The change is negative 0.020. The market cap is 15636.872. The volume is 8138600. Take a look at management. So Dato Azlam Shah bin Ali is independent non-executive chairman of the board. Mr. Chun Jin Ong is chief executive officer, non-independent executive director. Ms. Chen Hua Lim is chief executive officer. Ms. Sao Lingam is chief operating officer. Ms. Yu Tan is executive vice president. Next is Ms. Sei Yang Su, senior vice president. Mr. Li Penghu, vice president. Mr. Wong Tat Law, also vice president, which is within operations. Ms. Moon Sing Won is company secretary. Mr. Sing Hwa Tan is non-independent and non-executive director. Let's look at major shareholder. So Dato Azlam Shah bin of 30 large independent non-executive chairman of the board. Mr. Chun Jin Ong is female shareholder shareholding non-independent executive director. Ms. Chen employees provident fund board. Ms. Sao Lingam is chief operating officer. Managed Corp Limited. Tan Yunyi and Tan Yu Wei. Next is the direct number of shares and indirect number of shares. Vice President. Let's check as major shareholder. Also Vice President, which is within 30 large shareholder. And Moon Sing Won is company secretary. Shareholder shareholding is non-independent and non-executive director. Employees provident. Check as major shareholder. So this is a list of 30 large shareholder and substantial shareholder shareholding have B Lim Limited, Employees Provident Fund Board, Yi Family Limit, We Future Capital, Managed Corp Limited, Tan Yunyi and Tan Yu Wei. So this the direct number of shares and indirect number of shares. After that is financial highlights. So this is PAT margins. The highest is 2020 and the lowest is 2022, which is 11.9. So next is basic earning per share. As we can see, 2020 to 2024, the highest is 2021. So the next is financial year ended December. As we can see, this is the P ratio. All is increasing, but PBT margin is decreasing. And this is the trade receivable turnover, trade payable turnover, inventory turnover, and net gearing ratio. Technical analysis. This is the classic graph. So the first is trading plans. Target price is 1.718. The entry price is 1.574. The support price is 1.30. The cut loss is 1.430. So the explanation is trading plans means you should buy 1.574 as your entry price. If the price go up to 1.718, that is your target price where you should sell and take profit. If the price drop but stay around 1.530, that is the support level. And so the trade can still be considered safe and maybe bounce back. However, if the price falls to 1.430, that is your cut loss point. You must sell immediately to protect your capital and avoid bigger losses. The last one is Bollinger Bands of Mr. DIY Group. This is the graph, and the resistance is 1.743. Support price is 1.633, and entry price is RM 1.688. So the explanation is you should buy the stock at 1.688 as your entry price. If the price increased to 1.743, that is the target price and you should sell to take profits. However, if the price dropped to 1.633, you must sell to cut loss and protect your capital for further decline. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Katranada Nadira binti Rosman, and my metric number is 01DFI24F1009. Today, I will present about for plantation sector, which is my group chose for Kuala Lumpur Kepong Berhad. And so, let's to go to uh, the presentation slide. For fundamental analysis, we have about the companies and their current price and management and major shareholders and financial highlight. Hi, for KLK about is Kuala Lumpur Kepong Berhad is primarily engaged in producing and processing palm product and natural rubber on its plantations. Each segment includes plantation manufacturing, property development, investment holding and others. The plantation segment is engagement in the cultivation and processing of palm and rubber product. The manufacturing segment is involved in manufacturing of oleochemicals, non-ionic surfactants and esters, rubber glove, parquet flooring product, pharmaceutical product storing and distribution of bulk liquid, refining of palm product, kernel crushing and trading of palm product. The property development segment is engaged in the development of residential and commercial properties. The investment holding segment is involved in the placement of deposits with licensed bank, investment in fixed income trust fund, investment in quote and unquote corporations, and specialty chemicals is other segment is engaged in farming and management service. So for the sector is basic materials. So for the subsector chemicals, and their address is Wisma Taiko number 1, Jalan SP Seni Vasagam, Perak Ipoh. Their number phone is 605-240-8000. For their fax is 605-240-8115. So for their current price is 20 ringgit and 64 cents, and their change is negative 0.220. Their market cap is 23038.387. Their volume is 117,900. For their management have about 30 13 people, and for their major shareholder around 30. This is the financial highlight for 5 years. For the technical analysis, have two classical and Bollinger Bands. For the classical, the explanation is this trading plan means you should buy the stock at 20 ringgit 46 cents as your entry price. If the price goes up to 21.085, that is your target price where you should sell and take profit. If the price drop but stays around 20 ringgit point 535, that is the support level, so the trade can still be considered safe and may bounce back. However, if the price falls to 20 ringgit point 435 cents, that is your cut loss point. You must sell immediately to protect your capital and avoid bigger losses. And for the boiling pans, the resistance is 21 ringgit, the support price is 20 ringgit, and the entry price is 20 ringgit 50 cents. And for the explanation, you should buy the stock at 20 ringgit 50 cents as your entry price. If the price increase to 21 ringgit, that is your target price, and you should sell to take profit. However, if the price drop to 20 ringgit, you must sell to cut loss and protect your capital from further decline. Hi, so this is a technology sector. I choose a Celcom Digiberhad. So for the fundamental analysis, ni I choose Celcom Digiberhad. For the fundamental analysis, the about is Celcom Digiberhad is a Malaysia-based investment holding company. The company is engaged in the provision of mobile communication service and its related products in Malaysia. It offer product and solution across in Malaysia. It offer product and solution across mobile, fixed internet to things, cloud, and cybersecurity. Its Internet of Things solution include smart agriculture, smart ambulance, smart building, smart cities, smart fleet management, smart manufacturing, smart poultry, smart retail, smart surveillance, and smart utility. The company also offers e-commerce and digital service and solutions, telecommunication infrastructure, service, cyber security, networking, information and communication solution, and strategic and business development management and administrative support service. In addition, it provides network communication capacity and service network and application service and content solution. Its subsidiaries include Telkom Berhad, Digital Telecommunications Sdn Berhad, and Infranation Sdn Berhad. For their sector is technology, and for their subsector others. This is their website, and this is their address: Lot 10, Jalan Delima 1/1, Subang High Tech Industrial Park, Selangor, Darul Ehsan. And this is their phone number: 603-5721-1800. And for their fax, 603-5721-1857. For their current price, for 3 ringgit and 59 cents. For their change is 0. For their change, negative 0.05. For their market cap is 42116.114. for their value 2586 for their management have about 30 13 people, and for their major shareholder around 30. So this is the financial highlight for DG Telkom Berhad. So for the technical analysis, we have two classic, classic and Bollinger Band. So for the classic graph, the explanation is this trading plan means you should buy the stock at 3.898 ringgit as your entry price. If the price goes up to 3.502 ringgit, that is your target price, where you should sell and take profit. If the price drop but stay around 3.702 ringgit, that is the support level, so that trade can still be considered safe and may bounce back. However, if the price fall to 3.602 ringgit, that is your cut loss point. You must sell immediately to protect your capital and avoid bigger losses. So for the Bollinger Bands graph, the resistance 3.74 ringgits, support price 3.58 ringgits, for the entry price 3.6 ringgits. For the explanation, you should buy the stock at 3.6 ringgit as your entry price. If the price increase 3.74 ringgit, that is your target price, and you should sell to take profit. However, if the price drop to 3.58 ringgit, you must sell to cut loss and protect your capital from further decline. That's all. Thank you.